Michael Jackson didn't just practice. He rehearsed the same move hundreds of times, even after it was already perfect by anyone else's standards. Long after the dancers around him felt it was done, Michael would still be watching himself in the mirror, repeating it again and again, searching for something almost invisible to everyone else. And that obsession didn't just make him better. It changed how pop music is performed forever. Most people grow up believing Michael Jackson was simply born with supernatural talent, as if greatness just happened to him. Like he woke up one day already knowing how to move, how to command a stage, how to hypnotize millions. But people who actually worked with him tell a very different story. A story that's far less magical and far more demanding. They say Michael trained like an Olympic athlete. Not like a singer, not like a pop star. Like someone preparing for competition at the highest level imaginable. He repeated full routines endlessly, corrected tiny mistakes no one in the audience would ever consciously notice, and pushed his body far past what was expected of a performer. He treated rehearsal as seriously as the performance itself, sometimes even more seriously. And this mindset explains something most fans never notice when they watch him on stage. During rehearsals, Michael would suddenly stop the music just to fix one finger movement, not a step, not a spin. One finger. He believed every detail carried meaning. One dancer later said that Michael would rehearse a single transition, the space between two moves, until everyone else in the room was exhausted. Legs shaking, shirts soaked, minds completely drained. And then Michael would calmly ask to do it again. He wasn't chasing perfection in the way people usually think of it. He was chasing control over timing, control over emotion, control over what the audience would feel before they even realized they were feeling it. He wanted to decide exactly when people gasped, when they screamed, when they held their breath. Take the moonwalk. The most famous dance move in pop history. People think it was about the move itself, but it wasn't. Plenty of dancers could do something similar. What made Michael's version unforgettable was when he chose to use it. The pause before it happened. The stillness after. The way he let the audience lean forward, unsure if what they just saw was real. Michael rehearsed the silence as much as the movement. He practiced standing completely still. He practiced doing nothing. Because he understood that anticipation could be more powerful than action. That's why crowds screamed before he even danced. They weren't reacting to what he did. They were reacting to what they knew was coming. This is why no one ever truly replaced Michael Jackson. Not because others weren't talented. Not because the industry didn't try. But because very few people were willing to suffer in rehearsal the way he did. Very few were willing to obsess over details no one would ever praise them for. Very few were willing to earn greatness in private, long before stepping into the spotlight. Michael believed the audience deserved the absolute best version of him every single night. Not sometimes. Not when he felt good. Every night. And maybe that's the real legacy of Michael Jackson. Not just the music. Not just the moves. But the reminder that greatness is usually built when no one is watching. If you want more deep stories behind legendary artists, subscribe. Because this channel isn't about gossip. It's about what made icons iconic.